Hi, hello Euroboxers! Welcome back to another Eurobox video. We just saw the first semi-final of Eesti Laul of the Estonian national final go through. But before we get started, let's say hello to our Euroboxers. Let's say hello to Sarah, to Polly, and Tuan. How are you guys?
Good.
Very happy.
I'm happy as well.
Ooh, a lot of happiness, a lot of happiness. Okay, so Tuan, let's start with you. Why are you so happy? Let us know.
I'm very happy with the qualifiers in general because I love all five of them. But I'm very, very, very happy with Elina and Ott making it through. Those were my favorites this evening.
Please let us know who qualified for those who don't know or couldn't follow.
So there were two rounds. In the first round, it was 50-50% voting, televoting, and jury. And Ott Lepland, Andrei Zevakin, and Grete Paia, ELYSA, and Stig qualified. And then in the second round, with only televote, Elina and Nechayeva qualified.
Sarah, you also said that you're super happy. Why? Let us know.
I was very scared Elina wasn't in the first four qualifiers. So I was like, oh my God, is she going to make it? Is she not? And of course she was going to make it. Like, I don't know why I was scared, but I was so scared. And then her name was happy.
Polly, what was your overall thought of the show?
I thought all in all it was such a strong semi-final, and I think we managed, like, it was so hard to try and call the qualifiers. And I mean, I agree with Sarah, like I knew Elina was going to qualify, but I still had like that doubt in my mind because every other song was so strong. But overall I think we've got 5 really good qualifiers for the final.
Yeah, let's say hello to the people in the live chat. Hello, Sarah O'Halloran. Thank you for always being here. Such a lovely, loyal subscriber. Let's say hello to Ray Bailey. Ray Bailey, nice to see you here. And hello, Jenny Pears. So happy for Elina. So let's start talking about Elina because we already know her. She's a Eurovision veteran. She performed in 2018 and please, guys, let me know what position did she qualify? She reached in Eurovision? Eighth, right?
Yeah.
So she made top 10. She clearly is known and loved in the Eurovision world, but she's coming this year with a very different song. So, Polly, please tell us about it.
As we know, La Forza in 2018 was just beautiful opera, classical. And this song that she has this year is just the complete opposite almost of what she did before. And I think that's why I like it so much, because she's doing something completely different. And she has a few operatic notes in there, like I thought she would, because she would always go back to her roots. But again, she's still showing off that she's got such a versatile voice.
Sarah, what do you think about the performance?
The performance was amazing. If I was her, I would feel like I was James Bond, flying from the ceiling, and it was just amazing. And she was really, like, when I heard the song and I saw the video clip, I was like, okay, I'm excited to see what she's gonna do on stage. And then she was telling us a story, like the storytelling was on point. It was beautiful.
Tuan, I know Elena was your favorite, so any thoughts on her performance?
Well, she was my favorite together with Ott. I cannot choose between those. Honestly, I cannot. It was just amazing. I love how different it is from La Forza, because we know La Forza was like this big operatic song with big staging. And while this staging was really big as well, it felt very intricate. It felt very to herself, very centered around her. And that moment when she went up the high note and fell, that was just breathtaking. It was amazing.
Well, good that you mentioned Ott, because that was one of the biggest favorites in the night. So you started with mentioning him, so please take it away.
Well, what
can I say?
It was just focused on his vocals. It was very bland staging. I don't mean that in a bad way, but it was just not much happening around him. There was a stool on the stage, and he was on there. And he was just showcasing his amazing vocals and what it was about. And that was what made it so amazing. So I'm so happy he made it through.
Polly, I see you half smiling. What do you want to add to the conversation?
I completely agree with Tuan. Like, he's my winner this year, and I think he has such a good chance of taking it overall with this song. And it just completely focuses on his vocals. And I think the staging, the way it starts in black and white and goes into colour, and I just think it's absolutely stunning. And he's got such a voice, and it just gives you instant goosebumps.
Sarah, do you agree with this?
Yeah, I completely agree. And I think it was a very smart choice to keep the staging like low key and not that spectacular, because the song has beautiful lyrics if you translate it. And it's a very delicate song. So it wouldn't be right if there was a lot of staging going around. So I thought it was a smart move.
Yes, and his vocals, that's the main focus of the performance. We knew he had great vocals when we heard him sing Kula on a Eurovision stage. But I think these vocals even overtake the professionalism and the range we saw in Kula. So I'm very happy with this choice. I personally think he could win it with this performance. I'm not sure if you guys agree.
Yes.
I think he can definitely bring
Yeah.
another top 10 for Estonia in Eurovision. Definitely.
So who qualified next? Let us, guys.
We've talked about Elina, we've talked about Ott, then we can go on to Stig Rasta. He also qualified, another Eurovision alumni.
Yeah, Stig Rasta was my favorite entering the competition, but I have to say I felt this performance was a little bit underwhelming. I'm not sure, Sarah, if you felt this way.
Yeah, I thought his vocal performance was a bit underwhelming. Like I was expecting more of him maybe. But the gravity thing, it caught my eye. I still don't know how it works. I'm still trying to figure it out. So that was very cool to me. And I really like his song. It gives me the feeling of like old One Direction songs. I don't know why I get this vibe, but it gives me this vibe and I'm here for it. I miss One Direction.
Mm-hmm. I think this gimmick he's using on stage, Stuart pointed that it might be a magnet, so
yeah, or
who
he's
knows?
like clipping a shoe to the wooden or metallic frame. I don't know how it works. It's very cool.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel, Tuan, this performance is strong enough to take the whole show?
No, I don't think so. Well, I think it was really good and a really deserved qualifier. I think there was something off, and I don't know if it was the vocals, because he has Victor Krohn from 2019 as a backing vocalist.
I could
And
hear him so much.
He has such a distinctive voice that it's kind of not misleading, but distracting from Stig's voice.
Mm-hmm.
So for the final, I would like Victor Krohn to be a bit softer and Stig a bit louder.
Mm-hmm. Polly, what do you say?
I completely agree with Tuan. And while like I'm a big Victor Krohn fan, so I didn't mind hearing him a lot more than what we probably should have. But I do think Stig needs to be a little bit more powerful. And I think maybe the staging, like the lights and the pyro or whatever, needs to be a little bit more oomph to sort of go with the song a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. Right, Bailey? Your favorite song didn't qualify. Let us know what your favorite song was, because I'm curious now to know who it was. Let's go to the next song, Tuan.
That's ELYSA with Fire, the one that didn't perform because she has COVID, so they showed her music video.
That was so surprising, and as Polly, you put it on very well. It must be like mind resting, knowing that even if you get COVID, you don't perform, your video clip is still strong enough, and your song can be strong enough to qualify. But Sarah, what do you think about this?
I actually really like this song. This was one of my favorites. But I was a little bit disappointed. I mean, she couldn't help it. She has COVID, but I was really excited to see what she would do on stage and how it would sound live. And so I'm a bit disappointed that I didn't see that. But of course, it's not her fault. And I think she was in a disadvantage because of not performing. And it's a really confident booster for her that she's still qualified, I think.
Mm-hmm. Let's say hello to Andy. Hi, Andy.
Hi, Andy.
Hi, Andy.
Mm-hmm. But Polly, what do you think about this qualifying without performing?
I think it sets a really good example and sort of puts people's mind at rest, like we were saying. Like, even if they catch COVID or are unwell, they still have a fighting chance, and she's kind of proved that. And I think that put a lot of people's minds at rest. Even though I wasn't a fan of the song, I was still, like Sarah said, still excited to see what she would do on stage, how it would sound live. So I was a little bit disappointed we didn't get to see that. But all in all, I'm really pleased she did qualify, because I think it's put a lot of people's minds at rest.
Definitely. And I love her glitter dress. I want it for myself. But Tuan, any last thoughts on ELYSA?
I agree with both Polly and Sarah. I was a bit surprised that she made it through, because I didn't think she would. But I'm really glad she did, and I hope she can perform live next Saturday.
Mm-hmm. Who is performing live also in the list?
And the last one, that is Andrei Zevakin feat Grete Paia with Minu, nüüd, saab. The song that I love.
It's such a new one, right? Right?
Really.
So, what do you like about the song, Tuan?
Well, as you said, it's such an earworm. I love their voices blending together. Apart, their voices are okay, but together their voices blend in really well. This song was also doing really, really well in the Estonian charts. So a lot of people obviously love it. And that also showed because they qualified. And I'm really happy it made it through. I think it's a great addition to the final.
Sarah, what do you think about the beginning when they were not performing on the stage but on the corridor?
I love it when people start their performance backstage. They're giving me the feeling that I'm backstage there with them. Of course, I'm not, but I was living my Eesti Laul fantasy, like I was performing there also. I really love that, and it just makes me feel good. And then when they go on stage, they went through like the audience. I love that stuff. I don't know why, but I just love that stuff.
Polly, are you going to be dancing to Raki with the Nene?
Oh, definitely. Honestly, I've had this song literally on my playlist every single day since it came out. Like, it's so catchy, and I can totally see why it's doing well in the Estonian charts, because it's just so good. And even though like they didn't start off on the stage, I agree with Sarah, it has that effect that it really pulls the audience in, and I think that will be their advantage in the final.
Mm-hmm. You like Black Velvet? Okay.
That's Saturday. That's
Saturday.
Sandra.
Oh, that's Saturday. Okay, right, Bailey. So your favorite is not that they didn't qualify, it's that they didn't perform on the semifinal tonight. So stay tuned for the next semifinal, because you probably will see Black Velvet.
Technically, he already qualified because he wrote Elina Nechayeva's song.
Oh, so there you go, right, Bailey? But guys, which is the song that you are surprised that it did not qualify?
I have to say that is Vaikus.
Mm-hmm.
That when seeing that live, it really gave me goosebumps all over. It was really emotional, and it just really stood out to me. But I do think that the running order didn't really help. Mm-hmm. She was before Elina and Ott, so I don't think that's a really big advantage. Overall, I loved her performance, so I'm kind of sad she didn't qualify.
Sarah, how about you?
Yeah, I have to agree with Vaikus, because I didn't understand a word she was singing. Like, I don't understand the Estonian language, but I understood everything she was singing about. It came through the heart. I was feeling it. I had goosebumps. I was like standing in my living room as if I was Celine Dion singing with her. She was so good, and the staging was beautiful, but I already knew she probably wouldn't be qualifying because she wasn't that high in the odds. But it's sad because the performance was really good.
Polly, how about you? Which one are you sad that didn't qualify?
I'm agreeing with Sarah and Tuan with Vaikus, because it was just a stunning performance from start to finish. And I was not expecting that from her at all. And like the way she carried herself on stage, and her voice is incredible. And I was just so disappointed she didn't qualify, because I think she would have been amazing in the final.
I have another one that I'm sad that didn't qualify. That is Little Girl by Merilin Mälk.
Mm-hmm.
That song, I don't know, it just has something special about it that makes it really emotional. And in 2020, she had Million Samu, if I'm saying it right. And that was an amazing song, but kind of fell flat live. So I was really curious to see this live, how she would bring this out live. So I'm sad that we won't see that.
Yeah, this song for me, like the video clip has so much spirit. It's something special, and I would have wanted to see that performed live, but again, she got COVID. It's nothing she can do.
Now she has the flu.
Oh, she has the flu.
Yeah, I don't know. It didn't say she had COVID. I think she's just ill.
Okay, that's really upsetting, though.
Yeah, it's really sad.
Well, from my part, I'm sad that Alabama Watchdog did not qualify, and I know you guys don't really like it per se, but I thought they brought something very different to the national final, and I was happy to see them. I don't know, I like their attitude, but yeah, that's just me. But guys, who are you looking forward to seeing on the next semifinal?
All of them.
I'm really excited for Stefan.
Yeah, I was going to say that as well. I saw him perform Hope live in an Estonian morning show acoustic, and that sounded incredible, like he always does. So I'm really curious to see what he does with the staging. Like, I think he can do very well, even super fine.
Yeah.
Polly, do you have one or two who you're very willing to see?
Stefan, definitely. I'm a big fan of him anyway. And I think with this song, like, it's so popular within the community and in Estonia as well. And I think he will get to the super final with it. I'm very confident.
Mm-hmm. Sarah?
Yeah, also Stefan, but also Champion.
Oh,
I'm very excited to see that live. Like, what are they going to do with it?
I know, it's so curious or peculiar how like a song translates from a video clip to the actual stage and how it can change completely. So
I'm actually very positively surprised by all these staging, because all of the stagings were spot on. All of them were amazing.
Yeah, the camera movements were also very well rehearsed. The angles were great. They were very clean. There was nothing. I didn't find a performance that I could think it was very, very messy. Maybe Helen, but it was not because of the environment. It was maybe because of her own like vocal performance. But that's only overall. I thought it was a great show.
Yeah, it really was.
Yeah. Okay. Tiarkil. I have so many songs from Eesti Laul on my playlist. So many nice songs. True.
That's literally us.
Yes.
But guys, I think we're gonna leave it here. It was a short semifinal. The next semifinal is on Saturday.
Yes, same time.
Yeah, same time. There's so many finals and semifinals and Eurovision shows on this Saturday and next Saturday that we are going to be so busy. So guys in the live chat and guys watching the video, stay tuned for more Eurovox videos. Hit the notification bell because we are probably going to go live many times during the same evening. So you need to be notified to get all of the information that we bring. And please let us know in the comment box which song was your favorite tonight, which song do you think will win Eesti Laul, and go watch our other videos and leave us comments with your opinions on songs and artists. But Sarah, Polly, Twan, thank you for being here tonight. Let's say goodbye and call it a day.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.